One example of a transshipment facility is the airport. The airport is the main infrastructure to enable the air transportation. And within an airport, we distinguish between the landside area. This is one or more terminals, the main buildings. And on the other hand, we have the airside area outside the terminal. Though, if you traveled yourself via plane already, or maybe you brought some relatives, some parents, friends to the airport, you know that we have the front area where all the passengers can enter, and there, to enter this area there's no special check required. This is the area where the check-in happens, where you go to the counter, you check in your luggage, you collect your tickets, they check your passport, you do the seat reservation, etc. And this area is open for everybody. On the other hand, we have the back area, and the back area, this is the area where the passengers use the gates in order to board a plane, or where the incoming passengers exit the plane and enter the terminal building. Of course, there's also a lot of waiting going on. The front area and the back area are divided by the passport control or border control, so that the access to the back area is restricted to those passengers who have a valid passport, who are allowed to travel, and who have a valid ticket. Of course, the airport itself is a big business, and the airport does not only earn fees from the airlines, but also by renting out space used for shopping, duty-free shopping, or restaurants. And when you have to wait, you become bored, and then you use the restaurants or the shops. This is what's going on inside the terminal. On the other hand, what's going on outside the terminal, we have the hangars for maintenance of the planes, we have cargo warehouses, we have big areas for maneuvering the planes, supported by taxiways. We have, of course, the runway system where the airports take off and they land. This is the outside area, outside the main terminal buildings. This is a picture of Frankfurt Airport, operated by the company Fraport AG Aktiengesellschaft Corporation. And this is the front area in the main terminal building, and you see the check-in counters to the left and to the right. In the middle, these red terminals are self-service check-in counters, which are very common in Europe. At the back, in the middle, you see this bluish screen, and this is a good evidence of the information system that is operated by the airport, which tells you about the incoming and outgoing flights, where to go, which gate to go, where the check-in counters can be found, if there is a delay, for example. The check-in counters, of course, also use their information systems for the booking. And though if we are talking about the infrastructure, we are always not only talking about the actual buildings and equipment, but of course also about the information system that is used to run this infrastructure. Moving outside the terminal building, you see here are the planes in the maneuvering area, and the planes are parking at the gates. There's the connection between the terminal building and the gates where the passengers enter and exit the planes. In addition to these areas, we also have infrastructure for fueling, where we can make sure that the planes get the fuel they require, and there are other infrastructure like the fire department. In case of an emergency, we need to take care of this. We cannot rely on the outside, on the public fire departments. We need to have something on site for quick reaction in types of security critical incidents.